Today's video is going to be the final review of the Geprc Skip HD. Now there's a ton of micro quadcopters as well as toothpick are being released into the market at a crazy rate. Now it's very difficult to choose between them, but I can tell you this before continuing the video, this is one of the top ones in there. However, this is not really considered a toothpick, it's more of a micro quadcopter, but it's kind of like a hybrid in a way. So let's just get into this. So we're going to cover its overall efficiency, durability. Yes, durability, because look at that right there. So I've just been crashing it constantly. So durability, execution, if it had Jello in the camera, and also if I had to do anything to the PID tuning or filters or anything of that nature. So let's start with the motors here. Now the motors are 1105 5000 kV motors, so they are pretty low kV, and I was just flying this only on a 300 milliamp 3S HV, and I'll have some of the ones I was flying with linked down below. Now, what I found out is it's very responsive. Most of the torque range is between, I would say, 40% to 75 or 70-ish% throttle. And sometimes that gives you so much overconfidence that you think it's just going to give you a bit more when you punch up a little bit higher. But in reality, it does not. Now, this could be due to the motors or down to the propeller. It's not a big deal. You still have plenty of power, and you're not going to be fighting it to keep it up anytime soon. So it's not a big deal, but it's just for more experienced flyers will feel that, but it's just one or two flights and you get used to it, and like with any other motors. Now what's really nice about this is the fact that it took so much beating, and the way they've designed their top canopy, even though it looks like shit, the functionality of it outweighs the looks of it. One thing is it really protected the living crap out of this quadcopter. Another thing is it's just a TPU mount right here. It's very hard. But what's really nice is there was no Jello in my HD footage, and I forgot to mention this has an HD camera, by the way. It has the Hakcrc Whoop edition, and yeah, there was absolutely zero Jello in my video feed, and I loved it. I just really loved it. And what's really nice also, especially with these propellers that they provide you with, which are the gem fans, crash after crash, it's really difficult to make the Jello come out. Like you have to really damage the propeller. Even with the, like on the 65 millimeter propellers, the toothpick size ones, when you basically just like cough next to it or just, even look at it sometimes, if they bend slightly, you're going to get these weird Jellos and then you have to remove all the propellers. But with these, it was just really pleasant. You could get into little crashes, you get little nicks on these propellers, and you're still flying without any annoying oscillations or jitters or anything of that nature. And that I really, really loved. Just off topic here, my overall experience with this is a really great out-of-the-box experience. No hassle, durable, takes a beating, keeps flying, keeps recording, and just keep enjoying it. It's really, really great. I've also gotten some damage on the frame here. As you can tell right there, it's going to be really difficult to see it. That's the biggest damage I've gotten on it so far. But I did get into a ton of crashes, hitting metal and metal and metal and metal over and over again. The motors are unbelievably durable as well compared to other micro motors. You can tell they've gotten pretty banged up and scratched up, but still absolutely flawless, perfect, no bearing noise, and no bent shafts. They are using titanium shafts for these. I think they're going to RCN Power, who's helping them design their motors here, as far as I know. And maybe I think I shouldn't have said anything of that, but yeah, anyways, I think RCN Power makes their motors, so you are getting proper motors basically. Yeah, so it's a hybrid. Back to the whole hybrid thing, it's using it's using toothpick components like a Crazy Bee board. It's also using the Crazy Bee edition Hakcrc HD camera, the Diamond VTX. Now the Diamond VTX I find to be one of the best video transmitters you can get for a Crazy Bee type setup, because they just perform unbelievably great, like really great. I don't know if in races they're going to be good, because I don't know if they're really 25 milliwatts, but these guys output at a ton of milliwatts. Like I get some really crazy range, especially in my area, and even with a really crappy dipolar, you're able to go really far. That's really big. I really like that. That says a lot to me. And this is not the only one with this Diamond VTX here that I've used. It is by far my favorite video transmitter for these types of drones, especially if it fits the mounting solution of the Crazy Bee type boards here. I have nothing bad to say about this, other than the fact of the top canopy's looks, but it's been such a great micro quadcopter that I would definitely recommend to anybody with total confidence. That's how good it was. And I would, if you were thinking of one, I'd definitely go grab one without a doubt, and I guarantee you're gonna have a really, really great time. Now, in terms of, let's just say, flight time, or we should say efficiency, I think it's good. And why do I say I think it's good? Well, it's because it's really cold weather. It's around 1 to 2 degrees Celsius, so that's almost freezing. It's just 2 degrees away from freezing, and the batteries do get a lot weaker. They don't output the same power that they would normally do, especially in a hot day. So basically, the flight video that you saw of this was not in optimal conditions. It was in suboptimal conditions, which means my batteries were not able to output at their full power. But then again, I was still able to fly for roughly 2.5 to 3 minutes and still really enjoy it. Now, back to the whole torque thing. Also, that torque thing, when I hit full throttle, I didn't feel the end of the torque coming in. That also could be from my batteries and the weather, because it was really, really cold. But, to be able to run like that on crappy weather and really cold batteries is just amazing. I mean, I just remembered that right now I was making the video, that it was really, really cold. It's just amazing. I mean, there's nothing else I could say other than I had a really great time. The overall execution, you don't have to fuss with it. Everything is executed properly, even an anti-slip battery pad here, which is a must. And, you have your low ASR capacitor. There's no noise in the video feed. It was just an absolutely flawless, beautiful beast. I even went into turtle mode. I've gotten to nasty crashes. The Crazy Bee board didn't burn, and it's an overall really great micro setup. It has been executed and thought through very, very well, and it's possibly been very tested also as well. And I would definitely give Geprc an A+ for executing this little beast the way they have. And again, I wish they changed the top canopy. But other than that, I have nothing else to complain about. If anyone has it or used it, let everybody know your experience down below, so they know how well of a little beast this one actually is. And again, this is a really great one out of the micro quadcopters / toothpicks that I would definitely recommend if you are looking to get one. You're going to get really great HD footage out of this guy, and you're just going to enjoy it. And again, everything's linked down below, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace out.
Oh,